Hello there, this is Cookies. I have turn 44 of Naba and did a few more site searches. Not having a lot of luck though, so it's starting to feel bad. However, we did catch a few more fights this turn, so let's go ahead and catch Man Attacking Asphodel, Ictin, like a Call of the Wild. Few mannequins though. Wolves could do it. They do it the HP route. Alright. Man takes that. Vanarus, meanwhile, holy moly, going on the throne. Here we go. So a whole swarm of Zamays with their Drakefire. Now, Zamays in Cold, particularly Cold 3 and Dom 5, were pretty bad. They'd fatigue out super quick. And that was because their cold-blooded penalty was 10. Now it's 4, so it's not quite as bad. I guess 5. 4? 7. But so it's not nearly as bad, and Drakefire is now a fatigue-based weapon rather than ammunition-based one. So you should get a lot of Drakefires throughout this battle. Additionally, he's brought some Chewds. He's scattering of Oathbound, a spread formation, presumably to let the Springhawks fly in. Then he's got this mage with a Thistle Mace. Mage has some nature gems. Alchemist for blessing. Manabog. Some Serpent Fiends. Pretty cool. And so yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. As a reminder, they have 10 SR on the Bless, and they could add 5 more through magic. That can help with the Springhawks quite a bit. Springhawks themselves do a 6 damage lightning swarm. I think he was hoping for the Springhawks to land in with his troops, and we see his big incarnate Bless now has woken up. So magic weapons, the shock res, the fire res. So the Sacreds are able to tank even Zamei Drakefire fairly well. Now they'll take some damage, but it'll take multiple hits to kill them, most likely. They've got 14 HP. They've got magic weapons to slay the Hawks, and they've got the shock resist to help them deal with it. Additionally, the Zamays also have a magic attack and multiple bites. A reasonable chance for one of the bites to hit an Ethereal Hawk. If they do, then the Hawk's going to be dead. So, a whole bunch of benefits there. Then he's also attacking these Hawks in the fall. They get reduced HP. So, very well planned. He's also thrown up Hell and Storm. Go ahead and catch some more of this. You can see they're getting burned, but hasn't really taken much attrition yet. Also, there's a lot of frost auras here. That's due to these Drog. So, Drog are pretty cool. They have a Fear 5 effect. You can summon them. They're undead. They come with poison and cold resist. They're also amphibians, so they don't get penalized for going underwater. And they have a chill aura. Now, the chill aura with the Zamays is not going to be like a good time for the Zamays, but it'll be because the auras are so much more spread out now rather than being concentrated. It shouldn't be as bad. Oh, we even see a few storm demons over here. So getting boosted by storm, checking lightning bolts. Pretty effective Drake fires. A little bit of Solus spam. Another very good Drake fire. And they won the battle. Now the Drog did fatigue out some of these Zamays, but not so much that they're gonna take damage. And the ones that stayed ahead of the Drog doing just fine. So 60 fatigue, 37 fatigue, yeah, just fine. All in all, very well scripted, pretty well done. And that's the throne. Going to Vanarus, played by Zan. In terms of casualties, he lost 1 Viadun, pretty acceptable. 8 chewed skin shifters, also okay. They're not sacred, so they don't get all the resists that his Oathbound do. So they took a little bit more attrition. Only lost 1 Oathbound, makes sense. They're pretty tanky. They have all those resists. Lost 1 Storm Demon. That sucks. I'd be kind of sad about that one. Lost 13 Zamays. I think Zamays are a few fire gems each, so clearly he's got some fire income. Makes me very jealous, because I would love to find some fire income. But yeah, it takes heavy attrition on the Zamays, but they did kill 229 enemies. So they did the majority of the killing, so a little bit of attrition there is probably acceptable. That battle. Then in Hubbarton, we have another big battle. Now, it's not as big as the big Doomstack fight, but this is all the new stuff that Viscia has gathered to protect Mother Oak. And he's brought Kitty Doth Me Out the Most, who's his Mother Oak caster. Now, Banderlog has done like the oblique formation, where they're heavy on the left flank. They don't even have anything on the right flank. And they're going to have a reasonably tanky center, where they're buffing a lot of Bark Skin and Body Ethereal. No, probably not Bark Skin. What would these nature guys do? Find out. Or are these just... Oh, they're just militia. Never mind, I thought they were the little mages. Alright. Over here, we've got a Demon Bread with Blood Searcher. Cool. Got Kenny Doth Meowth the Most, casting Hell. Large number of troops. Human Bread, for the most part, probably from a big PD dump. Number of salamanders running forward, some Hellspawn from blood hunting. These guys have a 20 damage fire flare. These guys also have a 20 damage fire flare. A large number of Lycian infantry back here. Don't see a lot of the sacreds. There's a few back here. So, see how they do. I think I would have taken some of these salamanders and the Hellspawn and put them back here and let them filter in. Then go ahead and do their fire flares on distracted enemies. We'll have to see how it works out. Then there's also a few sacreds. Rose Howl. Some imps jumping in to distract. Light of the Northern Star by the Guru. Doom. Not sure what that was. Oh, incarnate magic weapons. Okay. A lot of incarnate magic weapons. Soul Slay coming out. Here come the Falling Fires. That wasn't... Oh, Curse of Stones. Is that what it was? I saw an icon. Maybe? Am I crazy? Yeah, I don't know. Okay. I thought it was something. There was a big flash. Now this is a tremendous amount of body ethereal. And these guys do not have magic weapons. So even if they do hit, and the attack skill versus defense gap is pretty high. Not only that, but they have 5 fire resist. It's just going to be very hard for these Abyssian infantry to get much done against this line of Vandar troops. And got Kitty waiting in. Kills 1. Also has a fear effect. Is getting hit pretty hard, but does have 20% regen. Could use a little bit better protection. I'm not... You'd have to do something with the miscellaneous slots to make that happen. Vulnerability 25, but with this Incarnate Magic Weapon Bless from Bandarlog, it's going to punch right through invulnerability. They're only going to be dealing with 13 protection. Yeah, these troops are getting shredded. So the god right now needs to run before he gets surrounded by the Tiger Riders. Even though it's killing a few enemies, it's just too squishy given all the magic weapons and Bandar's Bless. Yep, it dies. Now we've got a number of mages running. It's Crystal Mage. Bandar tries to score some kills on raiding troops. Get a couple of the Zots. Alright. So, pretty big disaster for Abyssia. Does kill 5 Gurus and 21 of the Apsaras. Part of that done by the Golden Lion, picking up 6 kills. Also kills 4 of the Gandharvas and 4 of the Tiger Riders. But still, just loses a tremendous amount of stuff, especially from the PD that made up most of the line troops. This was 200 troops who contributed only 8 kills, but took 150 casualties. So, just not getting the job done in terms of the PD. The Hellspawn did alright. They scored 8 kills. The Salamanders, unfortunately, just had a rough time. They got slaughtered. They probably weren't getting their fire flare off before they got chopped down. Then the Lava Warriors also had a really tough time. They only scored 2 kills. It took 21 casualties. So, yeah, just another big disaster as Bandarlog's starting to break out. So they're sitting on Hubbarton now. And we lose some more population. Minion. Get a bunch of nature gems. Knights raid Big Pond immediately from Bandarlog. Just really unfortunate for him. Alright. Now, I'm anticipating that Bandarlog is going to take this fort. So I'm going to start gathering the army. So we've got all sorts of troops. We're going to be doing a lot of group luck, Slumber, Smokeless Flame, Illusory Army, few lightning bolts, some salamanders. Well, no, this is on the Shaitan. They're not going to be participating in the army fight. I'm still keeping them a state secret. And Yeah, and some Gift of the Fairies. This is pretty nice. +2 attack skill, +2 morale. Especially for these. Oh, I find a better one. So +2 attack skill would bring him up to 16 attack and 17 morale. With a decent general that can get to like 18 or 19, maybe even 20 morale. So we're working on that. I believe I might be making some morale gear this turn. Got Armor of Knights, a Shock Trident. Continuing to forge some more gear. Fire in a Jar, yep. Here's the Helmet of Heroes, so a little bit of morale gear. That'll provide 2 morale, so that should get us up to, I think, about 20 morale. On how many experience stars they've got. But otherwise, we're prepping to intervene and take out Bandarlog. But we're also continuing to blood hunt, site search, and preach. Trying to control our Dominion, control our income. You can see the income still moving up a little bit at a time. Fort count has been stepping up the whole time. Okay. Gem income is steadily going up as we site search. In terms of blood income, you can see it's starting to stabilize and improve. Search is still going up. Dominion, we're fighting. So Pyrene is blood sacrificing, and Kidzin has a wall of temples on her border, and Balin has very high Dominion and the ability to blood sacrifice as well. So it's just going to be really tough to control our Dominion, and then our army size is peaking. So, yep, but our province count has been very stable for a long time. Really not great. We need to be growing, and one of the ways we're going to try to grow is just putting iFlight, who's playing Bandarlog, out of his misery. He doesn't know it yet, but that's the plan. We're going to kind of like pseudo-elf him, much to elf. We're going to work on elfing the army. And yeah, I think that's most of it. So we're gathering the army in Panuonia and Sailor's Haven. It's going to move in 2 pieces. And then, yeah, and then the god is in range to help out if needed as well. So this was a pretty good one. We got to see what Zan's been up to in Lish. We got to see a big fight in Hubbarton. So hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in turn 45. Have a good one.